Michael Quinn is Australia's #1 property investment educator and author of Property Wealth by the Numbers. Welcome to this week's Investment Insights.
I think when we look at property and the attachment as to why people like property, there's an affinity with property. I mean, the large majority of the world's population that are wealthy have built their wealth through property, and people like it. But really, in reality, we need somewhere to live. And I think, property, it needs to be safe, it needs to be affordable, and it's got to work within our means. When we're looking to invest in property, I really do feel that having a solid checklist is so important, because if we're not careful, it can turn into an emotional roller coaster, mixed up with fear, excitement, falling in love with what you like or what you believe is going to be perfect for you. And really, we do need to drill down on the numbers and start looking at property from a risk side of things as well, and also looking at how the banks are going to look at property, and are we going to be able to use this property to help us build a portfolio rather than just getting the trophy that we like that could potentially soak up our fuel, our borrowing capacity and ability to get future properties. As far as a checklist, number one would have to be working out what it is you want. And if you're in a relationship, you need to do that with your partner as well, and really drill down to a dollar amount, a timeline. Really what's going to work best for you and what you're wanting the property to do for you is so important. Then we can start looking at what makes the property perform. Where's the demand for the property? What's happening with supply, future supply? Really start looking at why people want to live where they live and how the banks are going to look at it, because we need multiple income streams. We need constant population growth, hence to drive future growth and keep demand high. When we're looking to invest in property, and really what we're wanting to do or pan out, and what's the big picture on this, it really comes back to the individual and what their fuel is, their time, their age, their income. But really we're looking to ideally have more than one investment property working for us over our working career, that we can acquire these properties whilst we've got income to do so. If we're looking to build a portfolio of properties, we really need the property to work for us, especially from a cash flow point of view, preserving your cash flow, enabling you to be able to afford to obtain more properties whilst you've got the income producing years to do so. Especially now with low interest rates, and of course everything cycles, but we've got a real opportunity now where we can actually look to have properties that are maybe neutral or even positively geared, and this can make a massive difference to the ability to have 2, 3 or more properties in your portfolio that we can then set ourselves up for retirement with. When we talk about property, I really believe we need to be talking about finance, because finance is the key behind everything, and making sure we've got the correct finance structure with a proven expert rather than maybe just with our own bank. There's nothing wrong with the main banks, but we need to keep our own home very safe. We need to be very conscious that we need to protect our borrowing capacity. And this isn't taught, and I really do feel that it needs to be. Everything we do affects our borrowing capacity. Clearly the banks want all the security, and rightly so, but if we protect it, it really enables us to be able to get borrowings for multiple purchases of property. And if we get it wrong, it's really expensive to fix, and it can be very limiting. Finance really is the key. Without it, you can't play at all. But we need to get certain ducks in a row, so to speak, with our finance, so that the whole structure is working for us from the very start.
Hope you enjoyed these valuable insights from Michael Quinn. If you don't have his book, Property Wealth by the Numbers, please go to freewealthbook.com.au.